Hey guys, it's Roz, and this is my week 4 learning station for second grade. We're doing it over Earth Day. That's what my unit is about. This is Ryland. He's going to be my student today. So we're going to go ahead and start off and go into Learning Activity 1, Learning Station 1, and it's going to be an Earth Day activity packet, and as you can see him flipping through it, and what they're going to do is a cut and paste, and you can see he already has one cut out, and they're going to put them in ABC order, and all these words are associated with Earth Day: toxic, glass, waste, can, energy, and it's going to allow them to just have access to the words, be able to interact with the lettering in the words, because they're doing it in ABC order, and things like that. And you can see how he just pasted on a week 3, and they're going to go through the rest of the words, cut them out, and do the same. On the next page, there's a word search. When they finish with this, if their learning station is still going, they're going to be able to do the word search. And this helps with gifted and talented students, and I feel this also helps with English language learners because they get to see the spelling of the words and they're looking for it. And as a young teacher, I feel like that's very beneficial to them. Going on to the second station, we're going to have a vocabulary matchup. And you can see I have my instructions right here, and it just tells them how the game works, what it goes through to do it. And Ryland's just going to show us a brief overview, and of course this will be in a little packet somewhere, and they'll be able to do this on the floor or at a round table depending on what I have in the classroom. And it's just going to be them flipping over the words. And what's cool about this game is it actually matches words and pictures. So this is good for dyslexic learners and ELLs, GT. This is good for all kinds. And he's going to show us 2 that actually matches, and we're going to be able to see the picture with the word. And you can see up close we have earthworm with the earthworm, and all these again match our word puzzle and our cut and paste activity from Learning Center 1, so it's all going together. Learning Center 3 is going to be our computer game, and it's going to be simple games for Earth Day from pbskids.org. These help ELLs and dyslexics because it's talking you through the process. I'm not sure if I have the sound on or not once it goes through, but I played a game the other day, and it was of me planting flowers. And through you planting your garden to help Earth Day, you had to answer a series of questions of what you thought was good for the environment. And you can see how this game is putting the trash in the correct bin. And the bins say paper, plastic, or metal, and they're just having to match up what the plastic water bottle is or what the aluminum can is, and they're going to put that in. Put the paper in.
Keeping the park clean helps the environment. Let's recycle some litter. Because if we recycle, we can reuse the stuff from old things to make new things. Click on a piece of litter and put it in the right recycle bin by matching it to the picture on the bin.
And you can see it goes through and it gives them instructions, and that's really good for this age group, second grade. It gives them instructions, they have time, usually learning stations are 20 minutes or so. So they can sit there and they can play and they get to talk through, and I like because it actually associates with Earth Day, and it's telling them what to do, what not to do. So what it's doing is they're having to pick up 5 pieces of litter and put in the paper bin. And then on the left of the screen, their trash bin is filling up. And then they filled it up. So that's going to be Learning Station 3. Learning Station 4 is going to be a writing prompt. And this is probably going to benefit my GT students more than anything. With the help of me, I can help out the other students in the class that probably need more assistance, and I know I'm backwards right now. The writing prompt right here just gives them instructions on what to do, and this is something that I would have gone over previous to me releasing them into learning stations. You know, we would talk about if you caught someone in your family littering or throwing away trash incorrectly, what would you say to them? And they're just going to write me a little story on what they would do. And then at the bottom of that writing prompt page, once they finish writing me a few sentences, they're going to actually draw a picture on the back of what their story was. So Maybe if I caught a family member littering, I would yell at them and tell them the correct way to dispose of that paper or can or whatever. So I'm going to draw me a picture of me throwing away the can in the appropriate trash bin versus throwing it out the window of the car. And this is going to associate with our Learning Center 4 and all of our books that are going with it, which is a Why Should I series by Jen Green. And I found these are excellent to go with Earth Day. 4 books if I'm doing this over a week's period of time, just a small mini unit, or even a 2-week mini unit. These books are going to go excellent with the writing prompt. And Ryland's just going through a book right now, and as a Learning Center 3, he would sit there and he would do this independently or with the other members of his group. As a class, my learning stations are going to have more than one student at each group, so this is something that they can read to each other and double check. They can read with pairs, they can read alone, whatever they want to do, and I would have many books there. The few that I have are Why Should I Recycle, Why Should I Save Water, Why Should I Protect Nature, and Why Should I Save Energy? And those are ones that we would talk about too before they go into the writing prompt station and things like that. Moving on to our last station, it's going to be a teacher help station. So this is something that we would do at a round table and I would do with them. And I have one set up that Ryland's going to finish doing for us, and it's called a My Earth Day Promise. And at the end, it's going to look like this. And it's going to be their handprint and an Earth Day promise that they made. And that's something that I can hang up in the classroom for the next week or send home with them or whatever. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut and paste our earth. And I have extra earths here that we're going to use. And then I have little pieces of our world and my Earth Day promise. And we're going to do it as a little group. And I'm going to have them take their handprint. And we're going to take just washable paint that teachers use. Nothing major. We can wash it off right there in the classroom. We'll have sinks to use, wipies, whatever. And he's going to take his handprint and he's going to put it in the middle of the earth, like he's saving the earth. And this will also go with our books. It'll go with our unit. It'll go with Earth Day. And that's something that I like. So there's his print, and then we're going to take that. There's your towel. And he's right-handed, and he used his right hand to do his handprint. He's going to make me an Earth Day promise just like on the sample I showed you. And it's just going to be something short and sweet like this one was, my Earth Day promises. I'll pick up trash. Something little they can send home and maybe work on. And a couple weeks later, you know, I can ask them about their Earth Day promises and what they're doing, how they're just good classroom discussion things that are really good. So all of these are very varied in learning ability. So I have things that are better for my GT students, like the writing prompt, and I have things that I feel will help my ELLs and my dyslexics and even my special needs, because as I group them, they're going to be able to flip the words over with the letters, and I, of course, color-coded the brown pictures with the orange letter or the orange words, so they know when they're picking them. And bird, I have earthworm, energy, little things like that. And these words over here match my word puzzle. They match the ABC order. It all goes together somehow, and all these words are all actually found in our Gene Green book series, so that's good also. And all these words will also be things that they will come in contact with on our Learning Station 3, which is our computer. So this is my Earth Day unit. I hope y'all enjoyed it, and I can't wait to hear feedback.